Hi! So I've been using WordPress for over 20 years now. Thinking back, I started using it back in the days when it was version 1.3, 1.4, I believe. And even though WordPress has grown so much over the past 20 years, I have to be honest, the default feature set for WordPress is still quite lame. Without the use of plugins, there's really a limited uh, things that the base installation of WordPress can do. And the right plugins will make or break your site. In fact, if it isn't for the plugins, I don't think I will still be using WordPress today to develop websites. So today I'm going to go through 5 of the plugins, 5 of my go-to plugins whenever I install a new WordPress installation these days. Okay, ready? Number 1, Cadence blocks. I use the pro version of Cadence blocks these days. I started off again very long ago using the classic editor, and I moved on to Elementor when it was popular. And after a while, I decided that I wanted to take a step at using the native Gutenberg editor, and I realized that the Cadence suite, Cadence theme, and Cadence block provided a very good balance between performance and feature set. Again, your choice may be up to based on your experimentation, but that's what I found. And having tried a few editors now, I've stuck with Cadence for the past 2 years and loving it. Number 2, Fluent Forms. So similar to the editor, I've gone through a few types of form plugins, and my current the Forms plugin that I use in my current stack is Fluent Forms. I think it's it has a very intuitive interface, and it allows a lot of integrations with the third-party services that I use, like MailerLite, like Zapier, and that makes creating forms a lot easier these days. So Fluent Forms. I use the pro version for me to integrate with third-party services, but if it's just for a simple contact form, I'll just use the one in the WordPress repository. Third is Fluent SMTP. So I explained before why it's important to use a third-party service to send out emails from the website or from your own domain. And Fluent SMTP is the plugin which I use to connect to my third-party SMTP services like Postmark or Brevo or SMTP to Go. Okay. Number 4 is iThemes security. As I've explained in the previous video, security is very, very important for WordPress websites because it is the most powerful or the most popular platform on the internet, and at the same time, because it is the most popular, it is also the one that is targeted most by hackers. Probably, I'm not a hacker, I don't know. But yeah, so that's why if you leave a WordPress site without making these security enhancements, it's a very high chance that your site will be compromised. So iThemes security does all that, at least the basic security enhancements for you, like ensuring strong passwords, like disabling the services that you do not need, and things like enforcing like lockouts when a person tries to log in multiple times with the wrong password. So iThemes security. And the last one is ranked math. This one doesn't go exactly into every site that I create, but for the marketing sites. Ranked math is the plugin which I use to make sure that all the title tags and the meta tags appear properly on the search engines, and it also helps to control how your site snippet appears on the social platforms, like when you share on Facebook, what image appears and what text goes below that snippet. So ranked math is the one which I've been using. I've heard of other SEO and social media plugins, but so far ranked math has been the one I've been used for the past few years. So these are the 5 plugins which I've been using my current stack. What do you think? What are the other plugins that you use for your WordPress what are the other go-to plugins you use for your WordPress installation. Of course, I have a lot others like duplicate posts, like compressing images and all those. But these are the 5 which I think are kind of the go-to ones which I use in almost every site today.